And speaking of a big tatai, we turn to Neil Melancon with this week's Bottom Line. From the Louisiana Farm Bureau office in Crowley, the heart of Cajun country, where two Japanese researchers recently stopped on a nationwide tour of U.S. agriculture.
The Bottom Line is brought to you by the Cotton Board, strengthening the fiber of our industry.
You often wonder whether or not the research that goes on at a place like the Crowley Research Station has an effect, and it does. According to a couple of Japanese researchers who are visiting here in Louisiana, it not only impacts us here at home, but worldwide.
We already run the road.
Dr. Hiroshi Isoda visited Crowley 15 years ago and is back in the U.S., along with fellow researcher Dr. Kan Higashiyama, doing a cross-country tour in an effort to better understand American agriculture. Japan is at quite a crossroads in their ag economy. On the one hand, they continue to have protective tariffs that assure their farmers are at least somewhat competitive, and on the other, have a graying population that is seeing mass retirement of farmers faster than here in the U.S. In talking with folks like Farm Bureau's Associate Commodity Director Kyle McCann, he's hoping to get a better understanding of the infrastructure in the U.S. so he can facilitate the changes that are coming to his home country, namely a greater reliance on imported agricultural products. Now, it may seem like a bad idea to give a trading partner information on how our system works, but Japan is an island country that is heavily dependent on those imports, as well as new varieties that can bolster production. For rice, that means the purchase of research done right here in Louisiana, which aids our research efforts in producing even better varieties for us at home. More to the point, these researchers can advocate for change in their nation's policy of high tariffs on rice imports, which might open Japan up as a market for our rice in particular. Isoda said that a drop in tariffs is a ways off yet, but exceptions could be made in the meantime.
Well, there is a certain extent of possibility, not totally abolish our tariff down to 0%, but there is a certain possibility to add a special tariff quota to the United States, such as, let's say, 100,000 metric tons in addition to current minimum access, for example. Yeah, I think there is a possibility.
The bottom line is, while farmers may work in a field, they also work within a global marketplace. And if this visit by Japanese researchers contributes at all to opening up Japan to U.S. rice trade, it could have a big impact on the price of rice here at home. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Neil.